Welcome back, viewers. You're watching Asian Vibes, and we are in conversation with Dr. Vijay Mago and Kyle Robinson, who are doing some amazing work, blending, synchronizing, and bringing together social sciences topics and natural science, computer science topics. So, Kyle, please tell us about your engagement with this project.
Sure, yeah. So I'm an undergraduate research assistant under Dr. Mago, and I'm working on the first one we talked about, so the NSERC-funded social media data. So what I'm currently working on is, well, first is getting that stream of data coming from Twitter, which was our first target, and then sort of looking for research topics to sort of tackle. And as well as that, looking at how we can visualize the data to sort of make better use of it.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I'm working on currently.
That's your project right now. Wonderful. And when you said you collect the data from the tutor accounts, is there any specific platform that you go to?
Yeah. So we
collect
it. Yeah, there's something called the Twitter API.
Okay.
What that is, it's kind of like a plugin to Twitter's database that gives us a live stream of data.
You can do that?
Yeah.
It's legal?
And we can apply, so we're only getting the public data. So there's no sort of violations of privacy. Anything that we're getting is publicly available. But essentially we can apply a filter to that sort of plug into the Twitter data. And then we can establish multiple streams for analysis later.
Sounds interesting.
So we've been collecting for I think about 3 months now, and I think we're well over 250 million data points from Twitter alone.
Wow.
Which is it's quite a bit to tackle.
It's going to be a user-friendly database. Everybody can access that.
Yeah, that's actually the great thing.
Idea. When is it going to be actually live? When will the public get to use it?
It's going to be publicly available for research purposes only.
Okay.
So
for further research.
Exactly. Like right now we have, as Kyle mentioned, we have more than 250 million data points, and we are collecting it in a real-time environment. Maybe in 6 months we'll touch 1 billion data points. So given that size of data,
I know that's a lot of management.
We can help so many researchers do some analysis.
Fantastic. I can see that both of you are very, very passionate about your research and your projects. You wear the other hat as a teacher, professor. So he's been referring you as Dr. Mago. Please tell us, what do you teach at Lakehead University?
I teach big data analysis, cloud computing, and modeling and simulation. These are 3 core areas of my teaching.
Perfect. And with the influx of international students coming, I'm sure you have a lot of a nice blend of international students in your class. Is that right?
I have for my big data course, I have almost 82 international students.
82 international students?
Yeah.
And the class size?
Is around 100.
Wow.
So
how does that feel? I mean, how do you motivate a mixed group of students from different backgrounds, and how does that work? What's the dynamics? How do you, as a professor, as a teacher? I'm going to ask you, Kyle, too, about the student perspective.
He's in that course as well.
As well, okay.
So
from a professor's point of view, because how do you?
It is challenging, undoubtedly.
Challenge,
It is challenging because you have very big class, especially at this level when you have more than around 100 students. It is challenging. But then it's positive as well, because there are so many students with so many diverse backgrounds, a lot of expertise they do bring. So they have industry experience, they have experience as a research assistant with other professors. So when they bring all that experience with themselves, it is amazing to work with them.
They bring lots of diverse experience. Yeah, that's true.
And I really enjoy. Like even though it's challenging, but I enjoy it completely, and I hope to have that kind of mix in future.
You like that too, okay. And within that 82 students, you said you have international students. Can you give a breakup? Are the students from Asia? Which part of the world are you getting more students?
China, India, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I suppose
China and India. Focusing on the Asian students.
Mostly India.
Mostly Indians.
Mostly India.
Yeah, and computer science. They come with that background.
Yes.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Kyle, what's your experience?
Yeah.
As a student.
I mean, I'd say it's pretty similar. It's nice. I mean, in general, I don't notice a big difference, you know, having a lot of international students in the class, but there is the big benefit of just having all the different, they come from different schools as well as different backgrounds, so you get that nice, like we have a really good cultural mix sort of in that, but as far as the actual, the class and in our research lab, it really, I mean, it just kind of operates like any other lab. It's almost like, you know, it's
everybody's working on their own projects. Will this experience that you're getting in school, will that help you with your work in future when you will be having similar kind of landscape with, you know, international colleagues and professionals working with you? Yeah,
and I think, I mean, it's something that's a growing asset, just because, especially in our field of computer science, it's a global field. So you'll be working with people from all over the world, whether that's, you know, here in Canada or really anywhere else. So it's definitely an asset to have, to I guess have that experience, because you really do have to reach out and be
Has
global.
language been an issue? Understanding different accents and dialects and languages, is that okay?
From my experiences?
Not a
no
problem
challenge.
at all?
No challenge at all.
Fantastic. Nice to hear that. Yeah.
I don't see any problem.
Yeah.
And young people adapt fast too. Different cultures. So what do you enjoy more, the research or the being a teacher?
I would say that the way I teach my courses, they are very close to my research projects.
Okay.
So there is not a huge difference between teaching and my research. So they are blended together. So I love both.
Both of
Both.
Nice response. And you're a research assistant or a teaching?
Yeah, I'm a research assistant.
So does that include doing any lab work with your
professor? Yeah. So I do work in the lab alongside the master's students and one other undergraduate research assistant. But yeah, I mean, my sentiments are pretty much the same.
And before we wrap up this particular section, any other projects that you have in mind for in the coming years' time?
Yes, there is one project that's going to hopefully would be live by the end of this year.
Oh.
It's with Faculty of Law, Dr. Miriam Cohen. We are creating human rights database.
Right.
So those cases from Supreme Court, federal courts, everything will be harvested again and will be available.
Now I know what's harvested.
And will be available for users.
Okay.
So that law scholar, like anyone can go and do a search, just like you did it on my name in Google.
Yes.
Anyone can go online and search for human rights cases and will get the cases.
Well, that's something I've never heard of. Human rights cases, and you're going to be developing a database across. What's the geographic scope?
Canada. At this point, Canada only.
And are you telling me there's none so far? There's no database.
There is a database, but that's not for public users.
Oh.
Or it is available. It's a paid subscription.
Right.
So users can't go. Normal users can't go access
that. All right. Thank you so much for that, this new project, and we wish you all the best, but we will continue our discussions, and we'll take a very short break. Dear viewers, stay tuned, we'll be right back.